Okay, in this video, I'm gonna cover quiz 30, assignment 30, quiz 4C. Since many of you guys, get an answer kind of close to the right answer, but not the right answer. You need the answer. Your answer should be exactly the same as what I present here. All right. If most of the question they didn't ask you to round, right? They didn't ask you to round. So your final answer should keep to cents, right? To cents, accurate to cents. Cents is the smallest unit, right, for our currency. Okay, now let's see how you do question one. Question one. Suppose you put $350 per month in an investment plan that pays APR 2%. How much money will you have after 30 years? So how do you do this, right? This one you cannot calculate by using the simple interest formula, right? You cannot calculate by using the simple interest formula, I equal to PRT. Since here the P is the principal and it is fixed, it does not change, right? You cannot calculate it by using the, the compounding interest formula or neither, right? Because again, this one the principal is fixed, right? It's fixed. It does not change. But here you put $350 per month, right? That means every month you put $350. So your principal is kind of changing. So now those two formulas works. So you should use the formula in for C, all right? That's why the name of this quiz is called 4C. So it's kind of a practice or test for to check if you understand 4C or not, right? So we should use this formula, right? Use this formula. This formula, saving plan formula, right? Saving plan formula. This determines the saving account balance after a period of time. And here A is the maturity value, PMT is the regular payment or deposit amount. So for that question, it is 350, right? 350 per month. And R there is 2%, right? 2%. So which is 0.02, and T is 30 years. All right. So very clear. Just I recommend you when you do these questions, write the formula first. All right. Copy exactly the same formula, and then substitute the numbers. All right. But the first step, write the formula. Do not skip these steps. Since if you skip these steps, when you plug the numbers, you're gonna check the formulas on your paper, right, or cheat sheet, whatever. It's very easy to make a mistake. Right? So you write it here, it can avoid making mistakes. So I'm gonna use parentheses. It's brackets, but I'm gonna write it in parentheses. Since in your calculator there is no brackets, so we just use the parentheses. But you can use the brackets also, right, to distinguish. Our typing, we type this to distinguish those two parentheses. All right. Change brackets to parentheses. That's totally fine. All right, totally fine. So you write it bigger to distinguish with the one inside. Here you need a parentheses also, right? And then divided by R over 12. Here you need a parentheses also. And then what are we gonna do? Plug the numbers into this formula. So this is the PMT, right? This is PMT. You can label it. This is the R, which is 0.02R, right? And this is the T. So plug P equal to PMT equal 350, R equal to 0.02, and T equal 30 into the formula, right? Into the formula. 1 plus 0.02 over 12. Here to the 12 times T, which is keep the parentheses, which is just 360, right? 360. If you can figure out it, just put the 360 here into your calculator, right? Right, so here the 0.02 over 12. You see this part, right? Those two parts are 0.02 over 12. Here also 0.02 over 12. Those two are the same. You can see it from the formula R over 12, R over 12, right? Okay, now it's time to use the calculator. So do not, you should not do this. Do not calculate this like you see some of you guys use a calculator, calculate this one, and then round it to a number, then then to the power, and then times -1 times 350. Then you will get if you do this, you will get an answer which is close to the right answer, but not the right answer. So what I want you to do is type everything exactly, everything here into the calculator. Then click equal or enter to get the final answer, right? To get the final answer. Okay, so here let's type 350 times, so 2 princesses, right? Click 2 princesses. Do not forget princesses. And then 1 plus 0.02 divided by 12. Here, princesses, the right princess, then to the power 12 times, power to the power, use this one, right? To the power, use princesses, all right? Princess 12, since it's 12 times 30. If you know it's 12 times 30 is 360, then you don't need the princesses, right? And then -1, okay? And then princesses, right? And then this fraction bar, that means divide. Then divide, you see, princesses 0.02. And over 12, that means divide by 12. And the princesses. All right, then click equal. You see, this is your final answer. 172,453.88564. So here you only need to keep 2 digits here, but since this number, you see, this number is a 5. It's greater than, it's 5, right? If it's a 5 to 9, then you should round up. If it's a 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, here you round down, right? Since here is 5, so you should 8 should become 9. If you only keep 2 decimals, so your answer is right here, 172,453.89. Some of you guys get 88, right? Get like a 0.88. I don't know how to get it, right? But all the calculator works are the same, so I guess you didn't round it right. This number, if it's greater than or equal to 5, you round up. If it's less than 5, you round down, right? Okay, this is number 1. This is the right answer. Right? I don't know. Some of you guys get like here's a 17, that's right, but those 4 digits is wrong, right? Many of you guys get here's exactly the same, but the last 2 digits is become 8. That's not right. All right. Even 1 cent difference is not right. Okay, now let's say B. B is very simple, right? How much money did you deposit into the IRA? Each month you deposit $350. So this one we should use what we learned in unit 1, right? Keep the units each month, right? Each month, that means per month, so over months. Each month deposit so much, and you deposit 30 years, right? You did 30 years, and each year have how many months? Each year have 12 months, right? 12 months. So you can see here, if the unit is going to be cancelled, month cancelled, year cancelled. So only have $1 left. And then you need to have 350 times 12, then times 30, right? Times 30. And then get this value. And this value is very easy. I think 100% or 99% of us get this right. So I just, since this one, you just type it. This one, if you use a calculator, it's very simple. Just type everything, right? Just type everything. There's no parentheses, even no decimal, so it's very easy to get. 126,000, right? 126,000. If you get, you see, the key is to do the question 2 right? You know, question 3 is just the difference between question 2 and question 4. The answer is just the difference between question 2 and 3, right? Use the other parts of number 2. How much money did the RRA earned for you. So you should use the value in the first for number 2, 172,453. So this one is 172,453.89 minus 126,000. So here your value, you see 172 minus 126, you will get how much? It's 44, right? 44. Then you just copy the rest of the digits. Then 453.89. So if you do question wrong, question 2 wrong, then question 3 cannot be wrong. Okay, here's I did it wrong here. So 172 minus 126. So 12 minus 6 is 6, and then 6 minus. So here, one digit is wrong. This should be 6. Okay. So this is for question 3. So question 2, 3, 4 is actually one question, just split it into, 3 questions. Okay, question 5. At age 22, when you get your first job that offers 401k, you start saving for retirement. If your investment plan pays an APR 3.5% and you want to have so much when you retire in 30 years, how much should you deposit per month? You see the formula we use here, they give you this, right? And they give you R and they give you T to let you find the maturity value. So for question 5, is A is given like a 750k, right? You want so much. They ask you the PMT, like how much you should invest per month. All right. So this question, they are the same formula, but just both sides divided by this thing. All right. You will get a new formula, and this formula is in the notes, right? You see here. Use this formula, right? You see here. Use this one. All right. Use this formula. Those two formulas are actually the same. Just both sides divided by this. All right. You can transfer one formula to the other one. Okay. Now again, when you do a question, write the formula first. All right. Question 5, write the formula first. This one we want to find the PMT. So PMT equal to, copy the formula. If you can remember it, good. If you cannot remember it, copy it to the paper. A times R over 12. Then over brackets 1 plus R over 12 to the 12t parentheses minus 1 brackets here. So this is A, and 30 years is 30 is T, and this is R, right? R is 0.035. So you plug every number into this formula. A is 750,000, and R is 0.035 over 12, and then over here brackets parentheses 1 plus 0.035 over 12 parentheses to the 12 times t. Okay, this is 30-year gain, right? So this is 360, right? 360. 12 times 30 is 360. If you only have 360, then you don't need the parentheses. Last question, we use 12 times 30, right? So you better remember it. That's how do you learn, right? After you do that once, you should have some impression. Since the last question, right, in question 2, we already did 12 times 30, which is 360, right? All right, now you can use a calculator, type everything into the calculator and get this value. Where's the calculator? Okay. So this one, clear this. So 75000, okay. Times, do not put more zeros, all right. Count 0 clearly. It's 4 zeros, right? In our question, 4 zeros here. And then 0.035. Do not miss zeros. Divide by 12 and parentheses. Then this bar means divide. So divide parentheses brackets parentheses, 2 of them, right? Then 1 plus 0.035 divided by 12. Divided by 12. For instance, to the power use this. To the power 12 times 30, 360. Since the time 12 times 3 is 36, right? And times 30 is 360. Okay, here then minus 1, and for instance, for your calculator here minus 1, you should type the arrow to the right, type that one, right? Most of you got the calculator should type that one. Since if you don't type that one, here's minus 1, it's become the power minus 1 for some of your calculators. All right, then it's gonna be wrong. So here, be careful. All right, it's this thing, this whole thing. You calculate this value first, then minus 1. All right. Okay, let's click enter. All right, now you get the value. It's 1180.34. Round 5. This is 5, so we round up, right? So finally, you get the answer is 1180.34. Some of you guys get 1180.33. Come on, round up, right? It's 5. You should round up. Okay, this question is done. You see, for C, you just use those two formulas, right? Just use those two formulas, and then use the calculator correct. Then you will get everything. And you see, for D, you're gonna get new formulas also, right? So when you are taking the test, distinguish which formula you should use, right? Should you use the formula from 4C, 4D, 4 or 4B, right? Then write the formula first, then plug the numbers in. Okay. Okay, now question 6. Question 6, we ask the annual return, right? The total return, the annual return. Let's see, do we have the formula in the note, right? This is the formula in the note. Total return, right? Total return and the annual return. So here is times 100, all right? Actually, you see 100%, all right? Actually, this means 100%. But we give you this, we didn't put the percent here, just want you know, actually, after you figure out this value, you should follow the percentage sign. All right? We talk about return, we talk percentage, right? We don't talk about like the amount, like your total return, the 10,000. That's fine. I mean, in real life, you can talk about that, but we cannot get the idea, like what's the ratio, like you know. You only get amount. We want the percentage. Like if you earn 10,000, like how much you invest to earn 10,000? Did you invest $1 to earn 10,000? Then that's awesome, right? But did you invest like let's say 1 billion, and your return is 1,000, 10,000? Then that's not so much. So here, what we really want to know, total return or annual return, even in real life. When we talk about return, we talk about the percentage, all right, not the amount. The amount cannot tell you your return is high or lower, all right. Okay, now let's see this question. This is you invest 12 in this mutual fund over 6 years. Your invest grows into value. This they already told you. So this is your investment, which is the P principal, and after 6 years you get so much. This is the accumulated balance or maturity value, right? Then use the formula I just showed you, right? In the note 4C. Excuse me, total return, right, and annual return, use those two formulas, right? Use those two formulas. Okay, so the total return is equal to A minus P, then over P, actually times 100%, right? Times 100%, or just times 100, then followed by percent. So the key is to figure out this value, So plug the numbers in, 5,200 minus 1,200, then divide by 1,200. You just get this value, then convert to percentage. Okay. Get this value, convert to percentage. So here is 4,000 divided by 12,000. Actually, it's just 40 divided by 12, right? So you get the decimal form. Just use 40 divided by 12. Or you can use the 4,000 divided by 1200, the same thing. Here, just simplify this a little bit. So 3.33, right? It's 3.3333. Why keep so many threes? Because we're gonna convert this to percentage. Then you're gonna times 100, right? Times 100. This number times 100. So 333.33 followed by percentage. So this one 333.33%. That's the return. So you know this return, the percentage is more important because from this one you know, like if you invest in this mutual fund, Clever Water Mutual Fund, then after 60 years you're gonna get like a 300, more than 300% return, right? Like that means if you invest let's say 10K, after over 60 years you're gonna 10K gonna become, you see, 40K or something, right? 40K, more than 40K. This is total return. Now let's see annual return. Annual return is a little bit complex. You can see the formula, right? Copy this formula, right? So it's A over P to the 1 over T. A over P to the 1 over T, then minus 1. Then minus 1, right? This is the formula. Minus 1, then convert to 100. Convert to 100%. Alright, now you plug the number in. A is 5200 divided by P. P is what? P is 1200. Then to the 1 over T. 1 A over T. T is 6. Then minus 1. Equal to. So here use a calculator. Be careful, right? When you are using the calculator. Okay, yeah. Here is the trouble. It's 1 over 6, right? It's 1 over 6. Let me see. How do we get it? Clear. So parentheses 52 divided by 12. All right. Oh, 5200 divided by 1200. It's the same. And then to the power, okay, to the power, you see here, 1 over 6, parentheses 1 divided by 6, right? This is how do you do it. And then minus 1. So it's 0.27, 0.27, okay, forget it. Forget the value. 2768, right? 68. And then convert to percentage. That means it will become 27.68%. Okay. All right. So, when you take the test, right? Type those numbers into calculator carefully. Do not forget the parentheses, right? Do not forget the parentheses. Here you better keep a parentheses, right? Maybe you can change the formula. Yeah. You see this formula we have the parentheses. For me or for some of you guys who are very good at the operations, the order of the operations. The operations have different order, right? Like you need to do the multiplication, the power first, then do addition, subtraction. If you're good at those orders, then if you forget parentheses, maybe you can figure out it, right? How to fix it. But if you are not good at the order of operations, then type exactly the formula, exactly the same as the formula we offered. All right, do not skip parentheses. Do not forget zeros. Right? Okay, good luck for the test. That's for this video.